And now, meteorologist Dan Henry with your Weather First forecast.
Welcome back, folks. Very active weather over the last couple days as easterly flow has continued to provide some very strong storms across the Suncoast. And the good news is we've had some really cool viewer photos. This one's a little bit of a different nature, showing a Good Samaritan running out and helping a couple folks out there on the beach caught in a storm. This was on Siesta Key earlier on Thursday. Credit to Marlene Marchenko for capturing that man doing a good deed for the folks out there. As we look ahead to the weekend and the rest of the beginning of next week, deep tropical moisture will continue to provide the Suncoast with abundant rainfall. And part of that is going to be indeed pretty tropical in nature. We have a wave that we're going to watch as it moves over the Sunshine State and then potentially develops in the Gulf of Mexico, but probably not going to be anything more than just an increase in rain chances for us. We're unlikely to see a tropical storm out of this. And in the red tide area, continued improvement because of the continued easterly winds and heavy rainfall that's really helping to mitigate the amount of algae that we're seeing on our area beaches. Temperature's not a big concern overnight, neither will be the rain chances, but strong storms are likely once again as we head toward Friday. It's a continuation of what's been a very, very wet pattern for us. Easterly and southeasterly flow will again drive these storms toward the coast as we head toward the middle of the afternoon, say 3-4 p.m. Red on the radar in Bradenton, Sarasota, and Venice, and as late as 7:30 or 8 o'clock could see continued redevelopment as storms push toward the coast. Looking ahead to the weekend, not a whole lot of change in the forecast, maybe a fewer showers as 60 to 70% rain chances do remain in my 7-day forecast for both Saturday and Sunday. Here's that area of low pressure centered near Hispaniola. It is expected to move toward the north and the west along with the prevailing flow across the area. You can see not a whole lot of organization here, so I'm not expecting rapid development, and neither is the National Hurricane Center. Currently, they give this area of low pressure just a 10% chance of becoming even a tropical depression, but it's still likely to give us increased rainfall as we head toward the beginning of next week, and then perhaps by Tuesday and Wednesday move toward the northern Gulf Coast as what could be a tropical depression or tropical storm. The good news is, of course, out of all this rain is we've seen improvements in the red tide outlook. As far as the beach report goes, Manatee and North Sarasota are seeing moderate levels of that red tide. South Sarasota and Charlotte just low levels, that light blue color there. So some good news as far as the red tide picture goes. There's your 7-day forecast then, watching the tropics Monday and Tuesday with increased rainfall and a little bit of gusty wind action expected for the beginning of next week.